Hi everybody, Cassie here, and I'm doing my initial post on conservation or preservation. So I'm just going to throw a wrench into things right off the bat and say that honestly I would pick either one dependent on the location. So for well-developed cities, I would say go for conservation because it's easier for a well-developed city to plug conservative practices into such a well-developed area. Also, it lowers the risk of there being any issues between wildlife and people. And furthermore, this can create a positive effect or opinion on sustainable projects such as conservation practices for the future to come. And it can make it easier to introduce preservation practices. I probably said that wrong. Maybe like preservative practices into the city as well. So it's not just on either or, it's more like what is your situation right now and which one is most practical and where do you want to go with it. So on the flip side, I would say that preservation you need to be careful with in well developed cities because number one, it wasn't integrated into the city from the get go. And two, you have to plan. And you have to be strategic in this because the last thing you want is because of your actions in planning poorly for there to be incidents between wildlife and people. It leaves a bad taste in the mouth, especially when you're trying to move in a more sustainable direction. It can create roadblocks, if you will. So, when we're talking preservation, I would say taking a town that's not very well developed or structured yet, built up just yet, preferably that is either has yet to experience its first string of rapid urbanization. So, the reason being is preservation honestly is a little bit harder of an approach for majority of people. So especially when you're living in the city, but in the countryside it's a little easier, so you can be a little bit more extreme in this regard. Also, you introduce this concept early on into the city's culture itself. So this is something you can nourish and grow as time goes on. So, but that's my opinion. Anyhow, hope you all enjoyed what I had to say, and I look forward to your feedback. Thank you.